In this video I'm going to show you how to basically get started and what the most basic controls do in SoftPlan. So I'm going to click on SoftPlan. I'm doing this at home, so I don't know if you have have to search for it, but this is probably going to pop up. This says it's basically for educational purposes only, so you could not use this for a business. Alright, so right here, what I can see is I have basically my existing projects that I've done. So I have a practice house, basically the project that we did today, so I'm going to click that. This is actually where we are going to end today. So a few things. Up here we have our ribbon, where we have draw, erase, move, dimension, oops, there we go. Notes, edit, all of those. It's very similar to any 3D modeling software. You're going to spend most of your time in the draw area. So over here, lots of different little shortcuts, and we will get to them, the undo and redo. But let's take a second and look at these right here. So first of all, what this is it's going to tell me when I'm drawing a line, the length of a line, the angle of a line, and once I select a function, it will tell me what the function is. So, for instance, I'll select a wall. In here, I have all kinds of different ideas or different options for a wall. So, let's say I'm going to do my exterior wall. It's made out of 2x6 with brick siding. It's going to give me what it's going to look like actually over here. So you can see the brick, a little space, and then 2x6 framing. So right over here, it will give me, I'm going to click OK, and I have a length, and then this is my angle, and this is my material. So once I click one time, now pay attention to those, and I can get an idea of how big my lines are. Right now, I'm doing an exterior, and I'm just running straight lines, so it's giving me 0 degrees. So the next thing, I want to look at the mode that I'm in. So escape. Alright, so here are all the different modes that I can use. Okay, so basically, I kind of think of them as layers. This allows me to work on a plan that may go to a certain person. So let's say I draw up a house and I need to give the electrical plan to the electrician. He's not going to need all of this. Okay, what he's going to need, or she is going to need, is basically, I only have one electrical thing put in there. I have a ceiling fan and a switch. That's all we're going to put in today. But basically, all of the wiring will show up through there. So we'll go through them real quick. Drawing, this is your basic. This is where you're going to spend most of your time. Ceiling mode, and there's nothing on there right now, but this is used to add ceiling joists and ceiling boards. Electrical, I already talked about. Floor system. Floor system, there's not anything in there. It's showing the outline of the walls right now. It's used to draw floor joists or concrete slabs. Framing mode. There we go. Framing mode is used to generate framing diagrams showing wall stud positions and openings. So I could give this to the framing crew, and they would know basically where every stud is to be positioned. Those are 2x6s. So it makes, I would just print this off and I could give this to the framing contractor. The interior mode is used to add interior items like bulkheads and flooring, wall coverings, railings, moldings, baseboards. Profile mode is used to view floor plan walls and profile to check for correct heights and offsets. So this is basically, if you unfold it, so I can see, it's kind of a cool mode, I can see basically where my doors are positioned. Make sure I'm not doing anything really weird. Roof mode. There's not anything in there, but used to add a roof plan and roof framing, so eventually we'll get to there. And site mode is used to create your site plan. So this would have any landscaping or undulations. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to drawing. so mouse shortcuts. To left click, it will select something. So I want to select this wall. I double clicked it, and it gives me all of the different properties of that particular feature of that wall. Right click will cancel the current command. So if I'm in wall and I want to get out of wall, I can right click and it will get me out of that command. F12 is angle lock. So if I'm drawing a wall, hit F12, it will allow me, to draw on different angles. And it goes in increments of 15 degrees. Okay, so F12, it'll snap back to just straight, angled, and then I have a free. So all three I'll cycle through with that F12. Control C means clean up drawing, update or refresh. Middle mouse button zooms or pans. So if I hold it down, I can pan and I can zoom. If I put my cursor, let's say over that door, I want to zoom in on it, I hold it right there and it will zoom for me. Control Q will enlarge dimension values. So let's show you what that does. Control Q. If you want them larger, hit Control Q and it puts them back. Backspace will undo something. So let's draw a wall. Alright, so there's my wall, and if I hit backspace, it will undo it. I still always do these. Do not do Control Z. It's usually what I'd use that in other programs, and it does not work here. Double click, right mouse, it displays floating bar. So your floating bar basically will have most of these properties. So what you can actually do is hit this little pull down menu, and I can add, and I can customize that to whatever I feel I would like. So that is your basic overview. I know that was a lot of information, but it'll get very easy. It'll become second nature, just like with all the 3D modeling programs. Once you figure out where things are, it's fairly easy to navigate.